I wasted years planning, researching, but ultimately doing nothing. Until I forced myself to move at 80% enough. When someone's stuck in the loop of just setting goals, doing research, and never taking actual action, if you're stuck in that loop, the important thing is first of all, the first action should be to stop doing that, to cement one thing, cement one action, one goal, you should have enough research. You've researched it enough, right? If you're really in this loop, you've researched it enough. You don't need to be 100% sure. Be 80% sure. Bet on yourself. Then choose one thing to work on. Not all of them. One thing. One plan of action. Don't make it perfect. You need to get out of this perfectionism mindset. Because perfectionism and analysis paralysis will keep you stuck for years. Then years go by, and you have all these plans, but you're no closer to your goals in actuality. The person that gets up and tries and fails and tries and fails and iterates is going to be far more successful, because in between, there's a lot of success in between. A lot of things you can only learn firsthand. Learning third hand helps, don't get me wrong. It accelerates the journey. It makes things easier. It gives you a guiding path. And it will help you achieve your goals, for sure. But it's only good up to a point. It should be taken as a supplement. Think of any third-hand information as a supplement. If you're not hitting your protein goals, you should take a supplement of protein powder, right? But it shouldn't be you're eating 4 scoops of protein powder to hit your protein goals. It should be mixed along with actual natural sources from regular food. And in this analogy, that regular food is taking actual action. Because here's the main thing. Your journey, your adventure, your life has so many variables in it that it's impossible to get direct information exactly from somebody else that's lived that exact life. Your systems, your variables, your everything in your life is going to be different than somebody else's. There's a lot of broad knowledge that can be applied to your life, but it's not going to be one-to-one, which is why you need to do it for you, because there's literally no way around that. You need to get up and take action and fail and get back up, and fail and get back up, and succeed and fail and get back up. And that's how it is. As long as you're taking steps forward, eventually you'll stop failing as much and you'll start moving forward. Or you'll climb up that ladder and you'll go 2 rungs down, but then you'll go 4 steps forward. And the better you get, it's exponential, because you'll start to be able to learn how to climb that ladder better, and you'll go up more and more and more. You'll go up more than you're losing. And then it'll be 10 rungs up, 1 rung down. And you'll just keep getting better. Doing that is exponentially better than any amount of books, any amount of seminars or courses or anything like that. The courses lay the foundation. The books lay the foundation. Once you have that, you should just go. Even if you don't, you should have some knowledge about what you're doing, obviously. But once you have that, go. Take the action. Initiate. And commit to that. And if something's not working, then you resort those things. Then you seek out the knowledge. This isn't work. You try. Shit, this isn't working. I need to fix this problem. There's a hole in my bucket that's leaking water. I need to fix this problem. How do you do that? You go and search through the databases, through how other people solve that problem. Because that is why it's so important to commit to something, to have a standard list, to have a list of things that you are going to do every day that is a habit. And again, don't make these too way big, start small. Make this reasonable. Do something that actually makes sense that you could actually do on a consistent basis and then build up. Start small. It's more important to build the consistency over anything else. At least then you're stacking some points, because if you start the other way, you start building something that's way too big and then you're going to fall off, miss some days, and then you just won't pick it up again. You want to build something small and build onto it, and that is the correct way of framing it. I think a big part of it also could be publicly committing. If you publicly commit in a online thing that you are going to do this and you're going to update this blog or whatever it is, Discord server or anything like that every day, then that keeps you publicly accountable. So even if you don't have those kind of people to give you shit in real life, you can find that online. There's two ways of doing the standard list. Number one, you do a challenge that you basically commit for 90 days or 60 days or however many days to do the same thing every day and commit to that without breaking, or you restart the challenge. That in itself can be a internal thing to keep you going, because you don't want to restart the challenge just because it feels like a momentous loss. It feels like that. Number two, you just post every day and you post where you won and where you lost. And even in posting, it keeps you consistent. That way you know what things you are actually your standard. Or even if you write it down for yourself, if you write down your standards and say these are concretely, that's the thing. What I am advocating for is you don't want to have your standards willy-nilly in your head, airy and up in the air and without actual concreteness. If you have your standards written out, you have no excuse to falter on them. You know what your standards for your life are. And you don't want to take that as a big blow to your ego if you do mess up. Everybody messes up from time to time. Most people mess up from time to time. The whole point of it isn't to never mess up. Is that ideal? Yes. But the whole point of having standards is to make progress in your life. The more you can commit to your standards, the more progress you will make. The more you'll be acting in alignment to what you want to have, to who you want to be. And that it'll get closer and closer to that. And you'll achieve things along the way. Rome wasn't built in a night. And one tiny slip wouldn't destroy Rome in a night. You want to be able to have little slip-ups. Because realistically, that's what's going to happen. Things are going to come up. You're going to oversleep. You're going to have to do something that you didn't plan for. That's how life is. And sometimes sacrificing your health or sacrificing something else isn't the move. Sometimes other things are more important than quote unquote standards. Sometimes it is. Sometimes if it's sacrificing comfort, yes, of course. But other times you don't want to sacrifice your health just to meet some quota. Your standards should be the bare minimum. They should be a good set of standards of things that you actually want to do that will actually aid in progress in your life. But they shouldn't be the end all be all only achieve these. You should be going above and beyond them too. And if you don't have the flexibility, your standards are too big. Your standards are too much. If your standards are timing out every second of every day, you have zero wiggle room. You need to have that wiggle room a bit. But things like working out every day, or even 40 minutes of working out every day, or an hour of working out every day, or 20 minutes of working out, a standard like that is appropriate. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, you can watch the full version right here.